All right, scholars, it is becoming clear to me that you are having some difficulty meeting the expectations for the questions of inquiry, the observations, and the reflections. So here's another attempt to try to clarify really what I'm looking for in the observations and the reflections. So the observations are either written or an audio file. Some of you have started to experiment with the audio files. And one of the things that you've shared with me is it takes a lot more preparation than you anticipated. I knew that. That's why I offered the option. But if you're doing the written observation, it's not saying anything you want to say. There are very specific thresholds for expectations. And understanding what those things are, you can do that in two ways. You can look at the checklist for an observation. There are 6 things here, and I literally go through your observation and I look for each one of these things. If checklists aren't how you think about things, but if you're used to looking at rubrics, there's a rubric posted on Blackboard. You can look at that too. It's the same information presented differently. But bottom line is, you need a title that tells me some clue or cues about what you're writing about. It needs to be about 500 words. You need to cite and name the author and source text. So that's naming the author and naming the title of the book. You need to incorporate at least one effective quotation. Effective is the key word there. Giving me 4 very vague words, giving me 4 words that don't really pack a punch, that's not an effective quotation. And the quotation has to be attributed. You have to acknowledge who is speaking. And then finally, you need to use parenthetical citations. So I'm looking for all of these things in your observations. If you are doing everything at the same time, if you get your questions posted maybe on Wednesday, but your observation and reflection both get uploaded at 9, 10, 11 o'clock Friday night, it's not going to fly. I have designed the course around a reflection period, meaning I expect your posting times and dates to correspond with the course calendar that I gave you. It is a little bit complicated because I am allowing some flexibility, but I explicitly say that I will accept flexibility as long as everything's not done on the same day. But increasingly, that is happening. So, okay, I will probably do another video as I start looking at your exams. But for now, I want you to really pay attention to the observation. And next week, we will focus on reflections if there's a need.